All right, let's go ahead and get into Monday's recap here. And all I'm going to really do is look at the 15-minute price action, but I also want to show you a little bit on the battle box, the Kabroda Trading Battle Box, and take a look at something real fast on that too. So let's actually start out with that because it's the first of the week, and we want to make sure that we get all our levels up in where we need them. So I just went ahead and started with a blank startup, just went into it and asked for the daily market review, and it said, hey, you need the some charts. So we need the monthly, the weekly, daily, and the 4-hour. So I put the VRVP on the weekly from this last week that we just came through, marked the top and the bottom of that week, and of course, projected out the levels. And that was about it. I threw it in here and just said, hey, the high of that last week and the low, and pretty much need everything in for the weekly report. So here's the weekly report. The reason why I like this is it helps me kind of know, looking at a bigger time frame, what's going to happen the next week, the next possibly 2 weeks roughly in structure. So you can see that there's some key levels that it gave out. For myself, what I'm looking for is this kind of information right here. So this gave us the breakout triggers. Then this is for the bigger time frames, the daily support and resistance. So from there, I went ahead and let me turn off the daily here and I'll flip on the weekly. So you can see that those are the levels right here. So I have my breakdown trigger, my breakout trigger, and then I have the midpoint executions from the whole week. And then we have the weekly candle low, which that's everything right here. So you can see here's our support level. It's sitting at the same spot as our weekly candle high and low is in the same spot. So as I run over the candle low, you can see it's changing colors. And then you have the weekly support, which is on the same zone. And then you have the weekly resistance, which is right up here on the last candle's high. So that's the kind of the range that we could be bouncing in. So if you were looking for a bigger move, a bigger strength, a bigger time frame, if right now we're looking on the 15-minute, but as it starts to work in these ranges, you can see how it respects the key levels. So you have this level right here sitting at 115,800 or so, and you can see this is today's price action happening right here. So I'm looking at the 15-minute chart showing you this, and I would not be surprised if we came down even and tested this area and possibly bounced and went back up. So this is a bigger time frame with some bigger, stronger levels, and that's why I marked the chart with it. Now, obviously, when we're looking at trade action, let's get into that next second area of what I was talking about. We could be looking at is the daily and the 15-minute price action. So we had the breakout and the breakdown trigger. Obviously, you were watching this here at this time of the day. So if I moved it forward, if that's all you could see here, that little up and down area is where we were kind of waiting for the breakout. Obviously, price action broke down and then ran up. I did not trade any of this because nothing lined up, and plus it's Monday. I didn't want to get caught in any movement. So you can see that this pulled back on the 15-minute, did bounce on this time frame, and everything looked strong for a recovery, at least to take out this area here and go up to our 115,700 roughly area. So then I jumped into the 5-minute here, and you can see we came down and tested the 200, perfect, and then we ran up, and then right as we back, this is basically where I got in, right in this range, and went ahead and took the trade. And then I just put my stop right up here at this area, put my other stop right below the VAL for the week, and then also below the 200 on the 5-minute. And yeah, we just went ahead and let it run up, got out. I actually took it off manually because I realized I was watching it run up, and then this next candle right here, you can see that was hesitating. It wasn't going to try to push through, so I just went ahead and pulled it. So basically, I pulled it right at that top area, right up in this area. So mine was right about there. Went ahead and took it off. Great trade, quick and easy, very solid. This is what I like to just try to find every day, is that one solid trade. And then went ahead and traded down. We did find support again and bounced, but you can see this is why I don't trade into the afternoon, because we had already cleared this. So then you could have been setting up this kind of one hump for the left shoulder of the head, and then this last hump might have broke down. So the last thing I'll show with the 15-minute price action is I went ahead and built the daily market review as well, and you can see that's the 4-hour, 1-hour, 15, and 5-minute chart that I fed it, and basically said, hey, I want the daily market review. You can see that it built out some key areas that we need to watch out for, and you can also see that here is the targets, and it's telling you right now that this would be a stretch, anything past 115,700. That's the other reason why I just set my stop there, use the strength of the Kabroda Trading Battle Box, and stuck with it. So from here, you can see that I had the breakout triggers. This is for the daily support and resistance, the 30-minute. And then we had an invalid trap at this level. The 4-hour was calling possibly for down, so we had to be careful and watch for that. But then the point of control was 115,270. And that's about it. It was just key levels. And then I went ahead and asked for the battle plan for the day. I did feed it the news. I went ahead and went to the site, which if you see that there's a link here, you can copy the link if you want, or click on it, should take you to the site. But anyways, I just went and copied that data out real quick as a screenshot, threw it in for the Monday. You can see that it read it. This is what it was. It looks like it was factory orders and loan officer surveys that was possibly coming out. It wasn't obviously a big deal, but it did tell us that, hey, it came in extremely hot versus the negative 4.8, signaling unexpected upside movement in the U.S. economy data. So this is where we don't have to really worry about the news, trying to figure out what does it mean. It's already telling us, right? And then it was just saying kind of watch around this area, around this time frame for any movement. So then I went ahead and said, okay, yeah, give me the battle box. And through here, it started to give me the battle box and all the layout, key areas to watch for, and went ahead and talked about the news as well down there. So that gave us the key levels. You can see that this is the target zones and then the breakout, and this is where it was looking at going. You can see that the trade that I showed you, this is what kind of gave me the idea of levels, and then I just monitored price action. I kind of already knew what was going to go on for the day, and then we took advantage of what was provided. Say every day you can basically do this. It's pretty easy, straightforward. Set your levels. I like to try to do it by around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I kind of want to be ready because usually the market starts to move around 9 o'clock. You can see here it started to run up. It actually started to fall out right around the 8:20 range, and then really it started to get some energy into it around 8:40. And yeah, you can see by 9 o'clock we're up here, and then a lot of this energy through the 10 o'clock hour. So this is the prime area that you're looking for in trading typically. So yeah, it goes. Every day you could just set your levels and then get ready and watch price action and indicators. And now you know your key levels, and then you have your battle plan for you to be able to make decisions as price action moved along. Now, let's say I didn't get out of this trade up here. You could say, well, when should you have got out? Obviously, when it broke the 21, just like I've said a lot of times, when it broke the 21, I was in a good trade. I was still in green. So no matter what, I would have took a green today and been happy. So that's about it, guys. Like and subscribe. Join the channel. We're constantly sharing data, providing more information, giving you the GPT with the Kabroda Trading Battle Box. We show how it works. We have videos on how to use it. So join in. Tomorrow we're going to have a live stream. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we have live streams at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. So jump into that. Ask questions. That's a great place to ask questions because you can get it on live. Just type your stuff in and it'll be answered. So that's about it, guys. We will see you in the next recap. Thank you. Happy trading.